Namaste. Hey RX Yoga fam, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a yoga flow for Piriformis Syndrome. Piriformis Syndrome is this achy, sometimes radiating pain that comes from the glute, and it's worse when we sit on it or when we really tension that muscle. So we'll talk about it throughout. Basically what we're going to be doing is strengthening that muscle in its primary active motions and also stretching that muscle, mobilizing around the hips to relieve it. Why do we want to do that? Because the piriformis runs from the sacrum to our femur, our leg muscle, and runs right over the sciatic nerve. So when it compresses on the sciatic nerve, it can lead once again to those radiating symptoms. Listen to your body. Try not to do moves that increase the pain. We want to feel good. So pause when you need to pause. Do what you can. Take those deep breaths throughout. Use your yoga breath and use that inner guidance, okay? Let's start on our back. And we'll just start by relaxing and taking a moment to really be here. Just thanking yourself for taking out the time to carve out a little yoga therapy today. My name is Holly. I'm Doc Holly Health, your yoga physical therapist. Happy to guide you. So we'll begin with some bridges, activating the glutes. So your ankles should be basically right past where you can reach with your fingertip, shoulder width apart. I want your knees going right over your toes when you bridge. Lift your hips up to the sky. Tuck your tailbone under so that your tailbone is shooting towards your knees. And then inhale to let go. Exhale to activate your glutes. Squeeze your booty at the top and then let go. So your piriformis is one of the deep gluteal muscles. There's 6 tiny muscles that do rotation of the hip. It does rotation primarily when it's an extension, when the leg is back behind you, and it does primarily abduction, which is moving the leg out to the side when the leg is in flexion. So those are its activations. So we're gonna be going through that today. First, just getting the glutes, the entire glutes, your glute max, warmed up. Good, one more time like this. And then we're gonna kick it up a notch in a motion that the piriformis does a little bit more. We're gonna do a single leg bridge. And why does this work, the piriformis? It's gonna help to stabilize your hips as you lift one leg. So let's start by lifting our left foot off the floor. You can keep the leg bent. Straight is harder. You can start with it bent. Push through your right foot and do the same thing. Squeeze the booty at the top. Make sure your hips are staying level and lower back down. That's the hard part, is keeping the hips even. Your core has to work too in order to keep that evenness of the hips. If this is too much, a modification would be just keeping the big toe down to help you stabilize, but really shift the weight to the right leg. 2 more, good job. And then we'll switch after this one. So now place the left foot down, ground into the foot, lift the right foot, make sure your shoulders are relaxed, and continue. We're doing 10. I'm okay with you going slower than me, but try not to go faster. It's not a race. We want to formulate that motor recruitment pattern for the glutes to work here. Breathing in and breathing out, staying in the present moment and honoring the process. Really just doing this video one time is never really enough. This is about strengthening your body, and it takes time. It takes repeating this video. So use this video in your back pocket as much as you need. Good, just take a second to windshield wiper. We are gonna do that again. We hardly ever do anything just once in physical therapy. Good, line up your feet, Shoulders away from your ears. Lift your heart a little bit, lifting the chest. And then we'll go again. Lift the glutes up. Rise the left foot off the ground. Lower and lift. If you want the challenge, you can straighten the left leg. Evenness in the hips. Evenness in your breath. You can do it. 3 reps to go. 2, 1. Switch. Left foot down, right foot up. If you want the challenge, straighten the right leg. Lift your booty, squeeze it, lower it down. Check for that evenness. You're keeping a neutral spine. You should feel it in the butt. Put your hand on your butt. Am I squeezing? Am I working that muscle? If you're compensating, either put the toe down or do the double leg bridge. There's no shame in where you're at today. Lower down. Now take your right ankle, place it over your left knee, flex the foot, and you're gonna let your both legs fall to the right. Getting a little bit of that stretch of the piriformis. Good, think of reaching that left hip away from you as you use the activation and gravity to bring that left knee closer to the floor. And deeply breathe. Exhale longer than your inhale. Maybe about a 4-second inhale and a 5-second exhale. Good, back to the center and switch. Take your left ankle over your right knee, flex the toes, and drift the legs, letting them fall to the left. Let gravity do the work. Try not to grip and control it. Set up the position and then go to your breathing pattern. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Knowing this is part of the work too. Another breath in. Another breath out. Good, back to the center. Give your legs a squeeze and then rock up onto your hands and your knees. We'll do some cat-cows. This is RX yoga after all. Let's loosen up the spine. Inhale, cow belly pose. Drop the ribs, lift the crown and tailbone to the sky. Exhale, tuck the chin, round, round, round your back body. Inhale. Exhale. Give me one more good one. Let it feel good in your body. Let it ease tension. Good, find neutral spine. Pull the belly button up and in towards your spine as you grip the floor or your yoga mat with your hands, knees under hips. Now we're gonna do what's known as fire hydrants, or the action of the piriformis, which is abduction. We're gonna pick up the left leg, just unweight it, keeping your hips even. Open the left leg to the side. Not so much that you're compensating and rotating your back. Keep the hips square to the floor and then lower it down. Lift it up. Think of squeezing the side booty and lowering it down. This might feel like a lot to you right now. So just move to the point where you can get that breath in and out. It's not excruciating. If you're doing just half reps today, just to start to increase your tolerance, that's okay. Building up more reps, greater range of motion takes time and consistency. Good, let's do 2 more. We'll make it 12. Why not? Keeping the neck elongated and a little bit of core. And we'll just switch again to the right side. Well, not really again. This is the first time we're doing it, Holly. To the right, squeeze it out to the side, lower down. And yes, it's important to do both, even if you just feel the piriformis, the deep gluteal pain on one side. Don't want to leave you uneven here. Still want to strengthen both sides of your body. Check the weight in your hands. Are you keeping them even? Try not to dump all the weight into the wrist. Use the power of your forearms. Push the shoulder blades a little bit apart. One more time. Good, sit back, roll it out. And then we'll go to round 2. Take a breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Round 2. Just like it's the first time you did it, set your position, engage your core, keep those hips even, left leg opens and closes. Squeeze, release. Little squeeze, little lower. Okay, I see you. Your body sometimes knows where to go the second time you do it. It's easier to recruit. You're formulating that brain-body connection, which takes repetition. Staying in tune with your body. Feel the movement. Switch to the other side. Set up your position. Ground your hands and try not to let the hips shift. Keep the left hip over the left knee. I could serve dinner on your back if I wanted to, or if you're doing this in the morning, your coffee. It wouldn't spill. Stable body. Steady breath. You've got it. 3 more. 2, 1. Sit back. Roll the shoulders down your back. Take a breath in. Open your mouth. Sigh it out. Okay, now we're going to do a side plank with a little bit of that abduction, external rotation. Take your right elbow underneath your shoulder. You're going to start by lining up your feet in line with your hips, in line with your shoulders. So your knees are bent ahead of you a little bit. Because watch, when you push your hips up to find that side plank, you're going to tuck your tailbone under and drive the hips forward. Then you look down and your knees, hips, and shoulders are in one line. Got it? And then once you do that, at the top, lift your leg up, take it back down, and lower your hips. That's 1. Lift up, abduct the hip, foot and knee comes together, lower it back down. Good. Drive the hips up, lift the leg, lower the leg, release. I know this is hard, and I know it might be burning after that last one. If you need to just hold the side plank first, do that. Honor your journey. And I just want to give you all the good options. 2 more. Last one. All right, lower down, switch sides. Left elbow under the shoulder, line up your body. You want the shoulders stacked and the hips stacked on top of each other. Really use the core strength. Lift your hips up and forward. Lift the knee, lift the foot, lower, then lower the hips. Drive up, push the floor away with your elbow so you're not collapsing in the shoulder. You want to lift, ascend your body away from the floor. Use your internal strength that you're building. Think about it. Think about the squeeze. Think about how strong you're getting. If you're shaking and burning, know that it's working. 3. There's a difference between hurts so good or this isn't good for me. So learn the difference. Squeeze, release. We're gonna do that 1 more time. Again, listen to your body. If you need to just hold the side plank or maybe sit this one out and do another stretch, that's okay. Just next time, maybe you'll be able to do it. Do what you can today. Set up your side plank on the right, align. Think of those muscle engagements you're about to do. Imagine it. Use that mind-body connection. Lift, squeeze, lift the leg, lower the hips, lift the hips, engage the top booty. Know that this is what it takes. And you know that your breath is your best guide, it's your best teacher. All these movements, be able to get that breath in, breath out. If you're holding your breath, it's not good for us either. 5 more. 4. Stay strong to the end. Telling this to myself too. I know it's not easy to, no matter how much you've done it. These burn. 1. Lower. And when you get so strong, you can even put a band around your knees. I know I'm getting crazy here. Left elbow under the shoulder, line up your body, drive the hips up, lift the leg, lower, lower. Inhale, exhale, in and out the nose. Make it a moving meditation if you can. Go to your happy place. Makes it a little more manageable. You're like, Holly, stop. I'm trying to get this done. 5 more. It's the last time you're doing this with me today. I'm being nice. We're only doing 2 sets. Eventually, I want you doing 3. Maybe some of these exercises you can just start doing on your own. If you don't do the whole video again, you just have a few minutes, just do the side planks or just do the fire hydrants. Good job, that was the last one. Let's stretch it out. So take your feet as wide as the yoga mat. Take your fingertips behind you and sit tall. Let your legs fall over to the right. And now to face you, I'll come this way. But you should look down and see that your knees are at 90 degrees. Your hips are at 90 degrees. Take your left hand in the middle, your right hand on the outside of your right thigh. Sit up tall as you face the right leg. We're going to lean over the right leg as you exhale. As you inhale, we're going to come up tall. Use your core to help you. Every exercise is a hidden core exercise. Activate the core to protect your back. Keep the feet flexed. And you're not pushing this, you're not overdoing it. Just lean until you find the sensation. And then that's it. We're gonna hold this one at the end. So just hold where you can. Wherever you can is perfect. And I should have mentioned too, if this isn't capable for your body, then you can place props underneath your sit bones, pillows, maybe you have a yoga cushion, bolster. Good, lift back up. Now to go to the other side, take the legs back wide and then flip them to the other side. Look down to create those 90-degree angles. Set up the hands on either side of your left thigh to face the left thigh. Find a nice erect spine, and we're gonna do those hinges folding over the left leg as you exhale. Nice tall posture as you inhale. Starting with this dynamic stretching, getting the sciatic nerve and the piriformis loosened up, get the blood flow there. Starting to lubricate this part of your body. Start to bring those internal healing properties in the muscle, in the joint spaces. Hold at the end. If you have more flexibility, you can really fold into it. I actually don't. That's why I'm doing this with ya. Good. Lift back up. Find that wide stance and just kind of windshield wiper back and forth, back and forth. Beautiful. Swing your legs to one side. And now you're just gonna make your way to standing any way that you can. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, pull the hands into heart center. Okay, now we're going to do an exercise in standing. I want you to sit your hips back about a quarter squat. Engage your core. You should feel that you have a neutral spine, that your hips are level, you don't have any back bend here. Nice broad collarbones. And we're gonna do that external rotation now that really will help us to be functional when we're walking, because we're standing, similar to walking. So to do this, it's like doing a standing clamshell. You're gonna open up that left leg to the left, like out towards the back left corner and back in. So from the front, up and out, and the knees together tap the left foot. Open the door, close the door. Oh, my hips aren't moving. Keep them level. Try not to open the hip. Hip point, stay facing forward. And you'll feel this in the standing glute too. 2 more. Engage. Squeeze. I know it's hard because we've done a lot. All right, that's the last one. Shake it out. Woo, woo, woo. All right, other side. Sit into that quarter squat. Draw the core in. Open your collarbones. No rounding into it. Beautiful, tall posture. And then do the right. Open the door, close the door. Open, close. Aha. See, you've got it. A lot of strengthening going on here. A lot of balance too. Done correctly, not easy. Keeping everything coordinating properly by keeping the hips squared off. Notice your tendencies too and correct them yourself. I can't be there to say, hey, close the hip, hey, squeeze that muscle. You've got to do it for yourself. And sometimes it takes time learning how to do that. Giving yourself that grace. Well, we're almost done. One more time, one more stretch, then we're done. Stick with it. Sit back, open, close, squeeze, release. It's kind of like we're together. I wish we were. To feel like we're more together in this, I would love for you to drop a comment below. Let me know how you're doing. How are the exercises going? I'm here for you. This is a relationship, even though it's online. I want to serve you. 2 to go and get to know you. Last one. Switch. Whoo, yeah, you can shake it out and then we'll do it. Come on. Let's get after it. Squeeze. Try not to pop out the left hip. Keep that left hip wrapping in. You're almost done. Final little push today. Can you stick with me? Yes, yes. I know you can. So proud of you for sticking with me to the end. There's only 2 more reps. Yes. Yes. Now shake it out. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Watch as they touch. And then bend your knees, forward fold. Release into your forward fold. Feels good. Inhale, arch your back halfway. Find a flat back. And then as you exhale, take your hands down. Crawl onto your knees. Sit on your heels. All the way onto the yoga mat. Swing your legs forward and roll onto your back for our last stretch. Side to side as you squeeze the legs, rock side to side, massaging your low back. Good. Now keep the right knee in, straighten out your left leg, take the left hand to the outer side of your right knee, and the right arm can just fall next to you. And we're going to guide the right leg across your body. Okay, so go gently and just find the edge. You might feel it right there. Make sure the hips stay even once again. But this is tensioning the piriformis. So you don't want to just go right into it really fast. You want to just slowly see where you're feeling it today. Hold and send those deep breaths to the area. Deep exhales as you soften. One more breath in. And you don't want to go so far that you get a pinchy sensation in the front of your hip. Find where you feel comfortable-ish. Good, release, let go. All right, left side, pull the left knee to your chest, give yourself a big squeeze. Right hand to the outside of the left knee, gently guide it across your body. It's like kind of up and over. Find where you feel the stretch. You might have to experiment where to hold it, where you personally feel it the best. When you find it, maybe close your eyes, release any gripping, any tension, any kind of controlling that you want to do. Let go, let gravity do the work, and just wait for the stretch. One more breath in. Breath out. Beautiful. Any way you'd like. Make your way up to seated. Honor yourself for taking the time to be here, to strengthen the muscles around and the piriformis, to mobilize, stretch it. Doing this work, it works, but it takes time. So come back to this video as much as you need. Subscribe to my channel. And once again, drop a comment. I would love to get to know you. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on the mat next time. Namaste.